Assange has supporters worldwide, and many of them gathered outside the Westminster Magistrates' Court in London Thursday to support his battle against extradition to the United States. Assange and his lawyers will seek to prove that he exercised freedom of speech when he published thousands of classified U.S. government documents.
On World Press Freedom Day, it's important that we consider the free speech ramifications of this case and what it means for journalists and media organizations everywhere.
The United States wants to extradite the Australian whistleblower who was arrested on April 11th after spending 7 years in Ecuador's London embassy. He faces charges of conspiracy for working with former U.S. Army intelligence analyst Chelsea Manning to obtain hundreds of thousands of classified documents relating to the war in Iraq and U.S. diplomatic correspondence. He was taking refuge in the embassy to avoid extradition to Sweden on allegations of rape. But Assange and his lawyers argued that it was all part of a plan to bring him to the United States, where they claim he would not get a fair trial.
We perfectly know that the sentence that was just given to him is just a way to keep him on hold until he will get extradited to the U.S.
Assange's critics have called him unscrupulous and narcissistic. Ecuadorian diplomats say he has violated the terms of his asylum. A British official said Ecuador was wrong to give him asylum in the first place.
He was just there rotting by his own choice. It's a pity that the previous Ecuador government ever gave him asylum, because he was able to get in, but he never worked out how he was going to get out.
The British official said the courts and not the government will decide on whether Assange will be extradited to the United States. A decision is not expected anytime soon. The hearing that started Thursday will continue on May 30th and June 12th.
And the whole process probably won't get underway at full speed for another few months, when we'll have the full extradition hearing, and it may be a year or two before we know whether he's able to avoid going to the United States.
Analysts agreed that the outcome of the Assange case could have long-term implications for journalists, who will use the International Press Freedom Day on Friday to remind governments of the importance of freedom of expression. Zlarica Hoke, VOA News, Washington.